Oh, I skipped the timesheet review. How can I do that? I'm sorry.
Part.
Okay, so for those of you who are new, you're really going to think this is weird for the really new people, but so we're required every quarter to have a timesheet review because we really want you to fill out your timesheets every day because if we get audited, we can get in trouble. And so we have a very creative accountant or our controller named David Myers. And for those of you who haven't seen some of his reviews in the past, they've involved singing, they've involved dancing, they've involved his mother participating on the last one, helping him. And so I asked him to do a timesheet review so that you remember to fill out your timesheets with some kind of Mardi Gras theme. So if you could spotlight Dave or whatever you're supposed to do, Kathy, go ahead.
I think Dave's going to share some slides, right, Dave?
I am. Thank you for the kind introduction, Doug. I guess being weird is a good thing here at NIA, so just let that weirdness flow. Since Doug and Kathy have some fun events going on, I'll try not to bore you. Let me share my screen. I've got some PowerPoint slides to share with all of you. And we'll take it from there. Okay. So there are some dubious websites have been discovered promoting timesheet myths. Timesheets might be controlling you. Watch out. So I will try to dispel them in my next slides and include some myths about Mardi Gras, since it is a Mardi Gras themed event. All right. Myth: pressing Control and A will put your timesheet into automatic mode. That is a myth. Your timesheet cannot be automated. You must actively add your hours to each day you work. To help remind you, there is a daily floor check email every morning at 8:30 in case you do not complete your timesheet for the previous day. Then a second daily floor check email occurs at 9:30 a.m., which will report you to your supervisor for serious punishment. Pro tip, everybody. For those of you who normally work less than 5 days a week, you can go ahead and put 0 hours for that non-working day in advance. So that way you don't have to do it on your day off. All right. Myth: bead necklaces are the most prized possession to catch at a Mardi Gras parade. That is a myth. Actually, the painted coconuts from Crew of Zulu are one of the most prized possessions to catch during the parade. Go ahead and post up in the comments if you've ever caught one. I have not, so I need to revisit New Orleans again. Fun fact, the infamous Crew of Zulu had their first appearance back in 1909. Okay, myth: you can approve your own timesheet after sending $9.99 to www.cheatwithdave.com. That is a myth. I don't know who this Dave person is, but your paycheck depends on your supervisor signing your timesheet. Your supervisor depends on you signing your timesheet. We all need to work together despite what Cheat with Dave wants to tell you. Okay, myth: if you find a plastic baby in your piece of king cake, the next round of hurricane drinks is on you. While a lot of people might do it that way, that is a myth. Actually, the person who finds the baby in their cake slice is responsible for providing the king cake the next year. Another fun fact: in the 1950s, a New Orleans bakery popularized hiding a porcelain baby inside the king cake, a practice dating back to 18th century France. Okay, myth: once you reach 80 hours on your timesheet, you can stop tracking your hours. What do you think? Is it a myth? Yes, it is. You must record all hours worked, regardless if it's on a weekend, on a holiday, even on your birthday. All right. Myth: I only have a couple more slides left. I have never attended Mardi Gras in New Orleans. I think I kind of gave that away earlier. Sorry about that, but that is also a myth. I did attend Mardi Gras in New Orleans back in 2003. The float you see up there has the Mardi Gras king and queen on it. Another fun fact, the king and queen tradition started back in 1872 when His Imperial Highness, the Grand Duke of Russia, came to Mardi Gras and the locals wanted to welcome him with royalty. So they created these two characters so the Grand Duke could be royally received. The day after Mardi Gras, we then took a little road trip 2 hours west so we could tour the Tabasco factory on Avery Island. And that is a very interesting road trip. All right, this is my last slide. Myth. Is it a myth? If you pass every daily floor check for a whole year, you will receive an award. I am sorry to tell you, it is a myth. Think of it like a speed limit. You do not get an award for obeying the speed limit, but you could get in trouble if you disregard it. This is the end of my presentation, so let me say goodbye. And speaking of awards, I'll now turn it back over to you, Doug.
Thank you. Good job. Wait. Where's my little thing here?